How's it going, Reef Keepers? It is early morning here for the tank at least, and I just want to talk about my urchin that I've got in this tank, which is a Halloween urchin. And he is right here front and center, so it's a good time to film him. But this guy I've had probably 3 years, and when I got him, I kid you not, he was about the size of a quarter, maybe a little bit bigger. But he has since, I mean, you can see his scale. I mean, he is a big fella, and I'm not sure what they top out at, you know, in diameter, but I know that they are larger than tuxedo urchins. So pincushion urchins, in my experience, versus tuxedo urchins, they grow bigger, of course, but they also seem to not pick up so much detritus and snail shells and random things from throughout the tank. I mean, he's got one of the feelers from my cleaner shrimp on him right now, but those stick to just about anything. And he's got nothing else on him. And I've seen him pick up a stray rock or, you know, like a coral frag that's maybe fallen off of a plug or something like that before. But in general, he stays pretty clean, which I actually prefer. In my daughter's nano tank, I have a blue tuxedo urchin, just one of the standard ones. And that thing picks up everything. And worst of all, if it barely brushes the sand, it gets absolutely covered in sand. So as far as I know, as far as care for these guys goes, for them, as long as there's some form of algae growing in the tank, or at least a film of algae that's being applied to the rocks and glass every day, which this guy has, you know, plenty of algae to eat in this tank, they're fine. And they're actually, I got this guy before I really understood acclimation. And if I recall correctly, I don't advise this, but I just dropped him into my nano tank at the time. Just brought him home from the store, popped him in, and he was cruising around within an hour, just eating up all the algae in the tank. So their algae cleaning skill set is second to none. Snails are good and all, but snails die and they have limitations and they have preferences of algae. I have known this guy to eat just about any kind of algae that pops up in the tank, including Bryopsis. When I defeated Bryopsis, shortly after I got this tank, he crushed the Bryopsis completely that was available to him on the rock surface. The limitation of these guys is their size. So even a blue tuxedo urchin, which is going to be smaller, they cannot get into every crack and crevice, like this little crevice over here between the rocks. If algae started popping up in there, I have no confidence this guy could reach it. But he seems to do a great job of navigating around the coral, and if he touches the coral, it's very gently, and then he moves away. So if you're worried about them, you know, ripping up your corals or anything like that, you don't need to be. They seem to understand what things are despite not having eyeballs to help them out. And they eat algae lights out. So I highly recommend them. It's been the easiest creature to keep alive, I would say, that I've kept in this tank, and in the hobby in general. So, all right, thanks guys. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I will keep pumping out more for you.